Hey, East Texas, what's going on? Ryan Nichols here. And look, 2 weeks ago, I announced that I was running for Congress, and I am. A couple of days after I announced, I saw a lot of support for Congressman Moran online. I saw a lot of support for him, and I thought maybe I'm running against the wrong guy. Maybe the right guy is in office right now. Maybe I need to take a step back and worry and focus on myself and let Congressman Moran do what Congressman Moran is going to do. So I did that. Last night in Tyler, within 2 weeks of me announcing, even though I had dropped out of the race, he came to Tyler, and I went to Tyler to listen to him. And I had the full intentions of sitting there with my father and just listening to him talk and hearing what he had to say. And after an hour of listening to him give me death by PowerPoint and not listening to the rest of the crowd who was telling him, Congressman Moran, we can read. We want to ask you questions. We don't care about the PowerPoint. We want to hear what you have to say about the issues that we're concerned about. And he didn't care about that. He wanted to continue his PowerPoint presentation, and he wanted to continue doing what he wanted to do. So much so that he started disrespecting members of the audience, his constituents, whether they were liberal, whether they were conservative, whether they were middle of the road, it doesn't matter. He started giving disrespectful comments to people, inflammatory comments to the crowd, and then there came a question from a mother who said she had her son that was in prison here in Texas. And she said that it was hot and he had no AC, just like the prisons are here in Texas. And I experienced that down in Beaumont with no AC during a hot summer. And so I already started empathizing. She said he wasn't receiving due process and wanted to know if Congressman Moran or somebody would be able to help her son out or look into his case and see if he could get some help. And not only did he not empathize with that mother at all, he just basically shrugged his shoulders and said that that wasn't up to him and it was something that the courts would have to look into, and he kept it moving. And the audience was mad, understandably so. And so a follow-up question came about that, and still he shrugged his shoulders, which is the video you saw yesterday, and he kept it moving. Me, as a pardoned January 6th defendant, somebody that had his due process trampled on over and over and over, somebody who now has an autoimmune disorder, okay, that it's called vitiligo or something like that, that it has been caused straight from this process. I can prove it with paperwork. When somebody like Congressman Moran won't listen to the people that are there, there's a problem. There's an issue. Congressman Moran doesn't deserve that seat. He doesn't deserve to run for Congress and be inside of Congress. He doesn't deserve to represent the people of East Texas. And so, yes, no matter what, I am going to step up and I am going to run here in East Texas for the people of East Texas to be the voice of Texas District 01. And look, under no circumstances am I dropping out. Under no circumstances will I not run. I will be on the March 3rd primary. I will be on the ballot. Now, if you as East Texas don't want me to go to the election in November and then go to Washington, D.C. to represent you, then I will let you decide that. I'm going to let the voters decide. But last night, what I saw was not a representation of the voters. It was a representation of the rhino, Congressman Moran, and that's exactly what he is, an establishment rhino who does not support President Trump, is not America first, and he showed that with all of his actions last night. I'm coming to represent Donald Trump. I'm coming to represent America first. I'm coming to represent East Texas first. Texas 01, I'm coming. And I plan on representing you. We're all going to Washington, D.C., not just a congressman. I'm not just going to Washington, D.C. You are coming with me, and we're all going to Washington, D.C. So let's go.